Sponsored by Game Time, the fastest and easiest way to buy tickets to sporting events, concerts, comedy shows, or whatever. Their lowest price is guaranteed. That's the Game Time guaranteed. And going to a game is much better than being on the couch. Lions are traveling to Chicago. Big game in the NFC North. Lions got to get that number 1 seed. And if you want to get tickets, our friends from Game Time has a new feature. It's called Game Time Picks. And what it does, it filters out all the fluff to give you the best deals on seats so you're not missing out and paying more and searching for tickets for many different sites. How do you find this? Well, you go under Game Time. Check out the venue you're looking for. It's going to be in a 3D view. Select the Game Time Picks button on top of the screen, and it automatically does the research for you. And it filters out all the tickets in the database, give you the best deals and the best seats, so you don't spend hours on a bunch of different ticketing sites trying to find the best tickets. You can get exclusive flash deals on tickets for football, baseball, basketball, concerts, and more. And the middle screenshot, by the way, I think it's a fantastic feature of the app, shows you where your seat is, and if you move phone left to right, you can see this around an area kind of like a 3D live photo. Also, all pricing is right there for you. No hidden fees at checkout. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time today. Want a quick deal? Put in Chat Sports and you're going to get $20 off your first purchase. Again, go to the redeem code section, plug in Chat Sports. You're going to get $20 off your first purchase. Terms to apply. Got to create account and have an email to save that money. The link is going to be in the comment section and description of this video. So if you're buying Lions tickets this year, make sure you're using Game Time. Download Game Time today. Last minute ticket and lowest prices guaranteed. What is going on here? We're talking Detroit Lions today. News and rumors. One Pride podcast. Lions and Bears. We're going to get to the injury updates, all of that. Appreciate everybody coming in for the show today. We got Detroit Lions 26, Terabyte, Paul Schultz, Tim Tatro, Kyle. We have Jaden, Lucas, Michael, and Ian in the building. Appreciate everybody coming in for the One Pride podcast. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. That does help out. Smashing that like button is a good thing. We're going to do some QA, obviously, as you know. We'll do that the second half of the show and have fun with that. Robert the Bruce, good morning. How are you? Taking the wife to Gerald Ford. Oh, okay. Awesome, man. Give a honk out there, my friend, all the way going to the Gerald Ford International Airport. So let's go ahead and get into practice that occurred yesterday. Who practiced? 2 players came back to practice. Huge news there right now. Ifutu Melifonwu, his injury clock, days remaining. They started it. He's got 20 left. He was a full practice. That's big. We need help upon this kind of linebacking core a little bit, and I think he could play the Sam linebacker. And Trevor Nowaski returned to practice, and that's going to be big. Another linebacker right there. You see Nowaski. He's been making plays. So if we can get Nowaski at least to play in this game on Sunday versus the Chicago Bears, that's going to be a nice pickup for the Lions injury front. But obviously there was a lot of players who didn't practice. Rest for St. Brown, Decker, Ragnow, Zeitler, Smith, and Reeder. It was just rest days for those guys. They'll be back at practice today. But 2 guys coming back is big. The possibility of if he playing on Sunday, I think, is extremely unlikely just because how they usually do their IR and how they return their players. But Nowaski should be good to go for Sunday. We need help there in the middle of that defense. We seen what it looked like last week, and that was cheeks. We can't have that. So, yes, Michael McDermott, he has the right comment up there. He said, we need Iffy back and Nowaski badly. 100%. 100%. We'll continue with the injury. Khalif Raymond, they'll return he's eligible to return week 17. Lee McNeil, his season's done. Unlikely to return, John Kaminsky. Alex Anzalone, close to returning. to the game. I suspect maybe the 49ers. Yay, and we need Alex back badly. That's going to be big. See, a lot of people say the sky is falling. I don't think that's the case. I think with Alex coming back, Nowaski coming back, Alex will be back, I say the 49ers game, not this Sunday. But we're talking about before the playoffs here. Carlton Davis to miss 6 weeks. That would bring him back to the NFC Championship game. You would have same with Aiden Hutchinson, the NFC Championship game. Rakestraw is close to returning as well. Not there yet. So the Lions right now, yes, we are hurting significantly. Some of these players are going to be coming back before the playoffs or right at the playoffs. That's why I keep talking about that number 1 seed. It's so important to get that number 1 seed, because if you get that, we can get a lot of big-time help for the NFC Championship game, to where the losses that we did sustain is less. So we just got to get there. And, yes, we're going to get to Ori Miller, the Calais Campbell. We will definitely get to that. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and do it right now. Why not? Because I know a lot of people are going to ask this. I've already seen it. Let me get my mailbag segment. Well, no, we're not going to do the mail. I'll do the mailbag segment in a little bit. She was saying before we got here, to your house and drive. Yeah, no problem. Come on over. Come on over. Hang out with us. I'm not doing anything. Sorry while I'm live here. So that's for the injury front. The Lions are banged up really bad, but help is on the way. We just got to hold out, folks. It's hurting. We're hurting. But the Lions are really, really good still, folks, and help is on the way. I'd like to do the Lions versus Bears breakdown before we get to QA and talk about the latest, because it was just Lions news right here, obviously. But let's go ahead and do the comparison between the two teams. We already know it's the NFC North. It's going to be tougher than normal, but I think the Lions are going to put a beating on the Bears. I think they are. Lions offense, passing yards per game, we're second in the NFL. We're putting up 260.1. You look at the Bears defense, what they're allowing is 217, 19th in the NFL. Jared Goff is going to pass on this defense. It's going to happen. The Lions can get it done, and I fully expect the Lions to put up, so I'm going to go ahead and take the over on both. Rushing yards per game, Lions are 6th in the NFL, putting up 143.7. Rush defense for the Bears, they're giving up 133.3, 26. The big question here is, can Gibbs take over the Montgomery role? I think he and Craig Reynolds can. I know it sucks to not have Knuckles, but I do think the Lions going to be able to run on them, and the Lions will be able to run the football. They're not good. Bears defense is not good stopping the run. They're 26th in the NFL. Lions going to be able to run the football. Yards per game, Lions are second in the NFL with 403. The defense for the Bears defense, they're 351.1, 24th in the NFL. Again, not good. Bottom tier. It's not the same Bears defense that we seen last time. And I do think Flus may have hurt the defense, because we're seeing the defense fall off a little bit for the Bears here. Points per game, Lions are putting up 32.8. That's first best. That's first in the NFL. Points per game for the Bears, 22. That's 11th best. So they're doing pretty good stopping teams to points. They're not top 10, but they're 11th there. Lions going to put up points. I think the Lions put up 30 points. They win this game. Lions are favored by 6.5 points. I actually think that's a perfect line, because remember, the 6-point game last time. Bears plus 6.5. Lions are 40, or the total over and under is 48. I would take the over in that game, or take the over on that, because I think the Lions can get 30 points for sure. So who do you got winning the game? In the comment section, let me know in the comments below. Do you got the Lions winning? Put L. Do you got the Bears winning? Put B. I have the Lions winning this game, going to 13-2. And I have the Minnesota Vikings losing to the Lions, or not to the Lions, but I have them losing the Lions, and they go 12-3. The Lions are 13-2. That's what I got going up for this game on Sunday. We got one person, he says, we got the Bears. Travis says Bears. John says Lions. Lloyd, Lions. Lions, 36-24. Lions, Bears. Lions win 38-20. Lions, baby, 31-17. Leos. A lot of people going Lions here. Bears. Jeremy says Bears too, so we got another Bears going Bears. Just a dude says 31-17. 12-3 soon. Oh, that's what Jeremy says. He's think we're going to lose this game. Well, I hope you're wrong. Hope the Lions win. Maybe you're right. I hope they are wrong. Let's go ahead and jump into the mailbag segment, folks. It is the mailbag segment. If you got questions, I may have some answers. How you do this? You put hashtag Lions, hashtag something, so I can answer your question in the comments. That's what it's all about, is getting those questions answered. Now, I am going to look for one specific one that I heard earlier in the discussion here and what the Lions can do. Do you think we win our division? I do believe we win our division. I think the Lions are going to win this division. We have the easier schedule remaining for Minnesota. We got to face the Bears. We got to travel to San Francisco, and then we host Minnesota. So I think the Lions do win the division in this game. We get this victory versus the Bills, and then next week we get the victory versus the 49ers, and maybe not even have to worry about the Lions having to defeating Minnesota. If Minnesota just drops one game and the Lions win two, that locks up the NFC North. That's how that goes. Keep on with the questions here, folks. Hashtag FTP. I pity, not real. The Bears D-line with our offensive line waiting to redeem themselves. 31-10 Lions. Hey, that's what it's all about. I think the Lions will win on the line of scrimmage again as well. Michael McDormand. When will the Lions get Kaminsky? Looks like it's unlikely going to happen, folks. Dan Campbell said John Kaminsky probably not returning this season, so that sucks. Robert DeBruce, how's house hunting going? Mr. Greens from Solutions, going well. One day at a time, you know how it is. Check one place out, go to the next. Next question here from Kyle. You think losing Monty could be a plus? More carries for Gibbs? I don't think at all it's a plus. No, I don't think it's a plus. I think it's a negative. Monty has been pivotal this year. I think it hurts, but I do think that the Lions can still run the football with Gibbs and Craig Reynolds. Gibbs will get a lot of opportunities to make himself, be able to take that next step. He will given that opportunity. He is now RB1. What do you guys think in the comment section? Do you think that it's a plus to lose Montgomery given more to Jahmyr Gibbs, or do you think it's a net negative like me? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Before we continue on, a shout out of the sponsor of today's video. Today's show is sponsored by Game Time, the fastest and easiest way to buy tickets to sporting events, concerts, comedy shows, or whatever. Their lowest price is guaranteed. That's the Game Time guaranteed. And going to a game is much better than being on the couch. Lions are traveling to Chicago. Big game in the NFC North. Lions got to get that #1 seed. And if you want to get tickets, our friends from Game Time has a new feature. It's called Game Time Picks, and what it does, it filters out all the fluff to give you the best deals on seats so you're not missing out and paying more and searching for tickets for many different sites. How do you find this? Well, you go under Game Time. Check out the venue you're looking for. It's going to be in a 3D view. Select the Game Time Picks button on top of the screen, and it automatically does the research for you. And it filters out all the tickets in the database, give you the best deals and the best seats, so you don't spend hours on a bunch of different ticketing sites trying to find the best tickets. You can get exclusive flash deals on tickets for football, baseball, basketball, concerts, and more. And in the middle screenshot, by the way, I think it's a fantastic feature of the app. It shows you where your seat is, and if you move phone left to right, you can see this around an area, kind of like a 3D live photo. Also, all pricing is right there for you. No hidden fees at checkout. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time today. Want a quick deal? Put in Chat Sports and you're going to get $20 off your first purchase. Again, go to the redeem code section, plug in Chat Sports. You're going to get $20 off your first purchase. Terms to apply. Got to create account and have an email to save that money. The link is going to be in the comment section and description of this video. So if you're buying Lions tickets this year, make sure you're using Game Time. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets and lowest prices guaranteed. Let's continue on with the Q&A section here from Craig Hogg says, will we ever see Iffy or E-Man on the field? You're going to see Emmanuel Moseley this Sunday. Iffy, yes, you will. He's going to play Sam linebacker. He is fully healthy for Detroit when he is on the field for the playoffs. I think that's when you'll see him, or maybe in the San Francisco game, because that's a pivotal game, or even the Vikings game. So you're going to see him, yes. Mike, what are all these rumors about Lions and Cled, Edwards, Hilaire? I haven't heard no legit rumor. That was just rumors after being released, but there's no real connection that I have heard for Lions and Edwards, Hilaire. Will the weather be a factor in the Bears game? Potentially. What is the weather like? I haven't even checked it out. But the Lions, we've seen we can go on the road. We can play in bad weather. We did it in Green Bay, so we can definitely do it again. Will we see some carries by Vaki without Monty? Yes, I do think we will see some carries. I was asked about that on the Huge Show last night, and I do believe so. Not as much, because he hasn't had that much at all. Craig Reynolds will get some, but you'll see a little bit of Vaki here and there. Will, is it snow in Chicago? I do not know. Hashtag Kimber, are you doing a remote broadcast on Sunday? I'll be in your neck of the woods. Love to check it if you are out and about. Robert DeBruce. I am at home here on this Sunday, as far as I know. Nothing else, but I am home. That is where, just let me know where you're at. Let's see here. Craig Reynolds, be called Shadow. Could be called Shadow. Who knows? Do you think we blitz more against the Bears? I maybe not the Bears. No. The Bears, Caleb Williams having issues with accuracy, and he is a mobile quarterback. Maybe we don't. That would be more of a team. I could see a situation more of blitzing of Brock Purdy and Sam Darnold instead of Caleb Williams. There's another question here that someone put. Well, why is Moseley made of glass? I don't know. I have no idea. Mike, during your Green Bay watch party a couple weeks ago, it looked like you got bad news. Is everything okay? Yes, everything is okay. I did get bad news, but everything is 100% okay. Yes. Thank you for asking, by the way. Would you re-sign any of your recent acquisition linebackers for next season? Long, Alexander, no, I would not do that because our depth is much better for next year than it is right now. Maybe the practice squad, that's about it. Yes, I am getting nerdy. These are actually those blue light glasses, and my eyes were a little bit off a little bit today, so I decided to wear my blue light glasses today. And it makes it feel a little bit better sometimes when you're in front of a computer screen. Are you going to any of the remaining games or the playoffs? Probably not. No, probably not. I got to make money, so probably not. The Super Bowl, I would be sent out to it, so yes. But, yeah, not right now. I'm in the midst of trying to get a new home, and that kind of just threw a wrench into a lot of that stuff. I always talk with those guys. They are awesome. They are my friends, and I'm sure I will be on their show when Lions and Vikings week occurs. I do that every year with those guys. Anytime they ever want me on the show, I'm always on there because, first off, their audience is always respectful and awesome to me, and I love those guys. And just because they're a fan of a different team in the Minnesota Vikings NFC North doesn't mean I get on their show anytime. They're awesome. Their fan base is really cool. And I know they're Vikings fans, folks, but they're really good. Continue to hit that like button. Let's get to 75 likes. We're at 45 right now. Let's get to 75. 202 in the chat. Keep the questions going. Do you expect to see more zone defense man coverage due to the injuries? No. I expect it to be man, Dwayne. I fully expect it. Aaron Glenn hasn't changed at all. So I expect it to continue. That's how these players have been playing all year. They're not going to change it now. And just because we lost Carlton Davis, you just can't switch everything. And just because we lost Lee McNeil, you can't switch everything. We just got to figure out, I think, a little bit more blitzes will happen with more pass-happy teams. But no, I don't think they're going to switch it up at all. And by the way, we got to get better on the defensive line to stop in the run. So it's not going to matter what we do, anything else. If we can't stop that run, it's not going to even matter. So That's just the situation. He says, I'm a cool guy. Are you going to watch today's game? Yeah, I have the game on. I have the game on for sure. Always do. I got cable, so it doesn't really matter. And I got the NFL Network, and I got the NFL.com, so you're allowed to watch those Thursday games. We have a $2 super chat
Combo breaker
from
Combo
Fox
breaker.
Boy with a $2 super says Campbell needs to back up his words, period. Yes, he does need to back up his words 100%, and I think he will. This team is an embodiment of Dan Campbell, folks. He's getting the best of the worst situation. So anybody that says fire Dan Campbell or anything like that, folks, he's doing the best that he can in a Cheeks situation. And same with Aaron Glenn. I'm not even mad about him. There's not much he can do. I mean, like, what are you supposed to do in this type of situation? With Iffy back soon, do you think AG will still use Jamal Adams as a blitzer? Probably not. It would be more of Iffy. Iffy is very fast. He's good at it. Ifutu Melifonwu is a master of the blitz, especially at the end of the year last year. So I'm really excited for him to come back in this game. We need to have him back in this game. It's going to be pivotal. Or not this game, but I mean for the playoffs. We need to have him back for the playoffs at least. Because we lost so much, and he can come in there, and he can really help that rollout. Lions, would you re-sign Nowosky to a long-term contract? Probably not a long-term, to another year. Yeah, I think he's shown enough to me to be back on this team. He's really helped out, and not having him last week was big. So I think Nowosky has been a huge gem, and I'm glad that he's on this football team. Somebody asked about Calais Campbell. Should the Detroit Lions sign Calais Campbell to this defensive line? The answer is yes. Any bodies is going to help at this point. He's a veteran. I know he's old, 38. I don't care. We need bodies, but he may want to go to the Baltimore Ravens, and that's something that you'd look out for. That absolutely seems like a place he would like to go to. But yeah, 100%. We just lost Lee McNeil. Bring in anybody. Right now, we're in desperation mode, and when you're in desperation mode, beggars cannot be beggars cannot be choosers. Take them in. I have zero problem about that at all. Yeah, I just that's the way that I see it. And if you may disagree, that's perfectly fine, but that's my opinion on this. Bring him in. Beggars can absolutely not be choosers. What do you guys think in the comments? Should the Lions bring Calais Campbell in? Remember, Aleem's done for the year. He's going to be done even for next year. So let me know your thoughts on that one in the comments. Sue does not look like a possibility at all, even though it would be cool. I don't think it to be a possibility, folks. Appreciate you hanging out for this show today. Got to look at some real estate, stuff like that. Got things I got to do. Appreciate everybody hanging out. With that said, folks, though, adios.